No, 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 no. I'm going to do something brilliant for you. Let's do something creative with you. We're going to have lessons in your school where everybody puts a Post-it note on each other's head, and then you wander around the classroom trying to identify who has a Post-it note that's just like yours. Okay, you can do that, and it's fun. And I've seen similar sorts of exercises happen a million times in a million different classrooms across the Western world. But I can tell you at the end of the lesson, while everybody's had a good time, few children have learned very much. Few children remember very much. What they remember is, wasn't that fun with the Post-it note? But do they know much about the history that you were meant to be learning that lesson? No.
So they feel very strongly that they're kind of touching on the really kind of important bits of knowledge that we've all kind of agreed on in society. Whereas I really disagree. I think they're missing huge amounts of what it is to know things. So the knowledge that we have from being on a sports team and the knowledge of our bodies that gives us, we might call this like embodied learning. Like, when you're climbing on a climbing wall and your hand does something and your body didn't necessarily tell it to do that, because we're just working, we're just understanding something. That is a kind of knowledge. But Katharine Berblesing thinks that that's a lesser kind of knowledge, but I just don't agree at all.
No, and a lot of cognitive science recognises the value of those forms of knowledge as well.
I think Kay also speaks to you about
this. She does. Kay Steinbutton talks about, is really interested in embodied knowledge, embodied forms of knowledge. And she's interested in it when down to the level of like the uniform that you wear, how does that condition your body? But also all the embodied forms that are left out of an education where you're just sitting, facing the front, listening to facts and writing them down. She kind of agrees with you, I think, and would say a lot more about it. But there's so much that we can learn through physical touch. You understand what a material is or how heavy something is by holding it. You're not just told that it weighs this amount. And it's also a very inefficient way of learning, actually.